Hi there. Welcome to Dismas Pilgrim, Puzzle Pilgrim. Today we are going to be doing daily puzzles from Netflix, namely the Starstruck and Sudoku, maybe a couple of extras as bonuses. We'll also be doing the New York Times Wordle and all three difficulties of Pips. After that, we'll move on to the daily and general chess puzzles. We'll also be doing a couple of puzzles from the Telegraph. We'll also be announcing some details about, or confirming some details about a giveaway on Friday. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I want to start with the Starstruck. It is my favourite puzzle, as regular viewers know. So the rules for Starstruck are we need to fit a single star in each row, column, and coloured region. Also, stars cannot touch any of the boxes in any of the boxes around them. We don't track the victories for easy, as I use it as a warm-up. Let's get into it. Okay, so we've got a few shapes to work with here. So these two here will exclude from there, as all of yellow is contained in that row. And because it touches these, well, both boxes touch all of these squares. So we can exclude them, which gives us a lot to exclude thanks to brown. And these two are in a column, so we can exclude there. These two, no matter which one a star would be in, touch this, so it can't be there, giving us this one. Gives us here. Okay, now over here we've got this, gives us the grey. Orange excludes that one. And that one, giving us this one. Oh, we've also got that one there that I spotted, and red, and orange. Okay, that was a nice quick one. Hi there, thanks for joining. With that, we'll move on to the hard. Have they fixed it yet? They have! They finally fixed the navigation. Okay. So we've got some interesting shapes here. Well, the first thing I'm spotting is these things exclude from quite a few squares. Not seeing any other easy shapes at the moment. Okay, because I think I have spotted something. 3 gets in that. 4. Oh, hey, thanks for joining. So in both of these 4 regions, I spotted it on the right, so that's the one I'll work with. We have 4 columns. Both like green, red, blue, grey are all fully contained, which means that of these 4 columns, the stars must be in these regions. Another way of looking at it is if you look on the left, we have 4 columns, each covering 4 regions, which means they would all have to be present in the columns of those regions, which would exclude these ones anyway. So there's a couple of ways to find that out. What else are we working on? Okay, so now thanks to all the exclusions on brown, first thing I want to do is along these 2 rows with brown and purple line up. Includes the rest of green. And what we've got left of green here, all of it touches this one. For that, thanks to this shape, now we've already covered that. Okay. one thing I probably should have spotted is that whichever way you look at it, I'll just draw the lines for this one. So this can be spotted in either of these two sections. So in this column, the star would have to go in either of these two regions because they're both now fully contained in it, which would mean we'd have to exclude the rest of orange. The other way of spotting it is on the left, and this is a thing we could have got straight away, is this purple region and this orange region are all that are contained in these two columns, meaning we can exclude from here. And we have something similar with the bottom two next door exclusions in red, which means orange cannot be there. Okay, what else? Okay, so we've got green and grey fully contained, since that one went away in these right-hand columns, which includes from the left. Which actually, in this column, gives us the only place for this square, for this star, which gives us it to red, grey, and then we all fall over because something that I've done wrong here. Fantastic. Oh wait, no, the other thing. So where have we gone wrong with that? Grey is fully contained down. Right, no, that doesn't work, so it can be an iron. Yeah. Grey and orange, so we get that. That part's right. Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm streaming early. I'm gonna try and get through the puzzles as quick as possible because my partner wants us to leave the house today. Aww. Oh, I see what it is. I've done it the wrong way around. So green and grey are fully contained, so they have to be eliminated. There we go. Yeah, I just did it the wrong way around. There we go. So that was a fairly easy one. I just managed to cock it up by just getting something the wrong way around. Oh, she never lets me sit in the beer garden. Like, I can't wait. Okay. So with the star structure, we're going to hit an ad break in a minute. So we'll go to that, and then we will shift over into the Sudoku. See you in a minute or so. Hi, welcome back, and also welcome to back to the stream tab. So somehow I've already got through all of the Starstruck before the introduction ad break. So we're straight into the Sudoku. It is an early stream today, and I am going to be trying to get through the puzzles quickly, as my partner does want us to go and see a beer garden before the sun goes away. And it's one of the very few times she'll let me sit in a beer garden. Can't wait. Yeah, the rules for Sudoku. The rules for Sudoku are we need to fit the numbers 1 through 9 across each row, column, and in each 3x3 box. Hey Raven, good to see you. Glad you could join from the Keyless. As an added complication on the easy difficulties, I always do my best not to use any notes. So using these ones, we get there. Those ones we get that. So at the moment, I'm just trying to solve quickly, see if there's any easy numbers. Yeah, okay, so using, it's not an easy one to see, but using this one, we know that the ones are going to be here. So using that, and that, we get this one, which coupled with this one gives us there. No, I'm glad you could join. I understand that, like, life can get in the way and stop people from joining in the streams, so don't worry if you ever miss one. But at some point, probably after the next ad break, I will be reiterating the terms of the giveaway that's coming up for anyone who missed it in yesterday's stream. Okay, so these fours give us this one. Have fun. Get this one. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of obvious stuff that I'm missing, but I am trying to work quickly. Because I have been promised beer. Okay, so using this 7, we know that the 7's going to have to be here, so that hooks in and gives us this one. Okay, so this is a long-winded one. So we know that the 7s have to be here, and over here they have to be here, which cuts off the top 2 rows of these. Using this 7, we get that one. Using these 2, we get there. No early end to the stream. Only thing that makes this stream go any quicker is if I do well at the puzzles. And there's a good chance that because I'm rushing because I've been promised beer, that it's probably going to slow me down. Okay, so this 9 and this 9 forces the 9 to be here. If it's here, that means 9 has to go there. Using these 2, we get that one. Using that one, and this one, the 9 has to go here, which is the last 9 there. Okay, so using these 2, we get that one. One's paired up across there, so we can't quickly solve that. Hi, Peter! 3, 3. These two gives that 3. This one and this one gives that 3, which coupled with this one gets us there. And that's all of the 3's done. 4. That's 4. And then that's 4. And our last one goes there. 5. It's going well, thanks. I've been promised beer, so I am doing my best to solve puzzles quickly. I've already got through the Starstruck. I'm not seeing anything else with 5s at the moment. 6s. We are still only on the easy Sudoku though, so there is time for this all to go horribly wrong for me. Using that 6 and that one, we get this, and that's the last of the 6s. 7. That one we get there. So that one they have to be there, which gives this one. That has to be an 8 because there is one in the box yet. Thanks very much, mate. See you soon. And I'll get another right there. Let's see, get that one. 8 missing from there. That's not enough to solve them. We've already got all the 9s. So circle back to the 1. Actually, what's this? That's a 2. This is also a 2. Missing that 2. Those 2s are paired. Let's move to the 5s. There, 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 and there. So 2, 2, 2. So it's on. 7. That one eliminates, giving us that one and that one, and then the last boxes are 8. So there's the easy Netflix done. Is what not near our location? Okay, so I do allow myself to use notes on the medium. You kind of have to start using them as the numbers get a little harder to spot just by cycling like I did for the last puzzle. Oh, hot! Yeah, I get it. Yeah, the letters are very close together on the keyboard. Very easy to mistype. So I am also like trying to half read the stream and solve the puzzles at the same time. Oh, this is looking like I'm gonna have to start using notes very soon. Yeah, it's definitely feeling like they've upped the difficulty just a little bit recently. Which, yeah, in general, I'm not opposed to. Yeah, I don't think we had enough happen for us to get any additionals out of the easy pass. Nah, fair. No, it's regularly like single digit Celsius in the UK, and I don't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna go box by box. We'll start with this one, and oh, I've just spotted that we do actually have a 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go to 7. 8. Don't need any of it. And 9. Fortunately, we don't have much to exclude them, so 9s can go in most. Get much out of them. Okay, so we've already got 1 through 4 in the left. 5 can go here, here, here. 6s are there. 7s in the same place. 8's down this side. I think we actually get a naked 5. Yes, we do. Okay, so that means this must be a 5. Which still doesn't grant us any nice little pairs. Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay, so using the ones we've got, like, apparently I just skimmed over the ones earlier. Get 1 there. Okay, so we've already solved the ones. I was trying to look at the box in general. So, uses them for 5. So these 2 5s have to be here. 6s we don't have much to exclude them, so places. Again, not a lot would be 8s. I don't think much. Okay, but we have revealed a naked 8, which also gives us this 9 over here. Okay. We'll keep going box by box, left to right. But it's worked so far for us. We already have the 1. Let's use in. 3's going all the same places. We already have 4, 5. These 2 in go here. I don't think we've got anything to exclude 6s. No. Still haven't solved any 6s on this puzzle yet. It's interesting. Nothing to exclude the 7s over here. Already have the 8 and the 9s have to go here. I think this middle one's going to be a very messy box as well. Already got the 1. Not much to exclude 2s. Yeah, I'm just scanning to see if I can make any additional exclusions on 3s, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing a full 3 there, though. Thanks to that one and that one, we know that the 3s are going to have to be there. That one comes in, which gives us that as the last place that a 3 could go in that box. Yeah, 3's all there. 4's, oh, we can just solve the 4. Fantastic. 5. Again, we still haven't solved any 6s. Yeah, still can't make any extra exclusions to the 7. No worries. The 8. No, nothing. Nothing special with the 8s, unfortunately. And the 9s. Just in the corners, okay. Over here we already have the 1. Not much for the 2s. Not much for the 3s either. This is going to be a deduction heavy puzzle. 4, 5. 6. 7. Eight. Hi. Well, it's meant to be daily puzzles, isn't it? It's also why I started the stream a little earlier than normal. Because I've been told that we can go out for beer. So I'm trying to get the stream done a little early today. So that I can go have beer. We have 3 4s. Match up with the 2s. We get another one, then we get a triple. I don't think we will. 6s. I used to work permanent nights, so it being nice outside during the day, is kind of okay for me. Okay, so we've been left with a naked 6 here. Apparently we haven't. Undo that. Let's go back through. Let's run that back. The 2's right, the 3's right, the 4's are right. 5's. I skipped 5. That's why it looked like I had a naked 6. Why are there no 7's there? 8, 9, okay. So 3's. Not much. 4's. Oh, that's why it's. We'll mark that there, and I'll explain it once I finish this box. That's the 5's. There's the. Ooh, very nice. And I don't know. 8's the long one. Okay, so we do have a naked 4 here, but one thing I spotted is because all the 4's that I've marked have to be in these bottom 2 rows. Next to this one, the only place along here for the 4 is there. We've also been left with a naked 4 there, unless I've done something wrong again. Well, let's see. Missing a 4 down here. I shouldn't be, because that's there. So that is the 4's done. Let's finish this box over here with the notes. Okay, so that gives us 2's across here, which actually eliminates that 2, which gives us this one. 3, 4, 5's. That's the 5's. 6's can go anywhere, but I'm already remembering something about this box. I think, no, it was not that way around. Okay. 7's go there, and then this 6, and we get a nice little triple there. Okay, so that's left us with 5 and naked 3. Triple across there. Scanning. Is there any other naked numbers that I've missed? No, but right now we're looking to see if anything has been left in pairs that I've just not quickly spotted from scanning. 4's already solved. But anything interesting on 5's? Nothing I can locally quickly. Okay, so the 7's across there, like in this box, so we can remove the 7 from those notes. Doesn't do much. Hi. Did I skip over the medium and straight to the hard? Because it's saying the daily hard, which it... Ooh, mine's gone blank. That'll be interesting. I might have to backtrack and do the medium after this. I might press the wrong button. That might be where the difficulty spike has come from. Not too bad, thanks. How's your day going? There's an inn that I'm not spotting. Okay, so it looks like there might be a hidden pair that I've not seen. Yeah, it's like the cheap beer is why I started the stream a little earlier than usual today. Okay, so let's try solving for rows and columns. So we've already got 2 full rows. That's good. This column, 7 6 here. 7 6, well, unfortunately the 9 rowers here. Is there anything in the central box then? So we'll put has 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think any of it is pairs or triples, to be honest. No. What am I missing? This is not going well. Am I going to have to use a look ahead already? Okay. So what do I think is actually going to be the most effective? Let's start here with 6. That gives us 5 9 pairs up here, which eliminates the 9s from these two, which doesn't actually do much straight away, but it does give us 8 7 here. Okay, like that look ahead is really ineffective. Oh no, it gives us the 9 there, which gives us the 8 and 6. To 7 and 7 8 there. I don't like having to use look aheads this early, but also I think I've accidentally started the hard puzzle ahead of where I should have. Okay, so this is the 2, 5, 7, 7, 6, what's this? 9. I mean, that is a bold choice. Like, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against bread, but I like for there to be filling. So we have 3, 6, 8 along here. 6, 9, and 2, so that would have to be the 3. 2, 9, 6, 3, that gives us the 8. Then I think we're actually missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it can't be that. And because it can't be that, that means this one here has to be the 9. But I had to use a look ahead to break logic, but your autism might do that, but how do the kids feel about it? Okay, so that really didn't give me much to go off. Okay, so that biceps pair gives us this 8. 7, 6 pair, so we can remove the 7, 6 from all of these. I mean, to be honest, like I get like that with pretty much every meal myself. Like, that started at a very young age for me, eating like I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. It's not like my parents didn't feed me, I just always ate like I didn't know where food was coming from. Yeah, but Duck Wizard would just turn off any hints and look aheads for entire streams. Right, we are about to hit an ad break. So we will be back in just a minute. welcome back, where I think we've accidentally skipped the medium for today, but we'll find out when we finish this one. Yeah, I did try a look ahead and it only got us so far. We'll see what else there is. I suppose while I'm noodling with this, it's a good time to remind people that they want to be here for the stream on Friday at 5, 6 p.m. Because we have a giveaway coming up. Someone has kindly donated a Steam key for a game. Double check the title. I can't remember. Because it's not for me, so it keeps escaping me. I think it was Wasteland Bites. Load. Yes. Yeah, so on Friday, there is going to be a giveaway for a Steam key for Wasteland Bites. It'll be done raffle style. I'm in the process of setting up a bot, so there'll be a chat command that will only be active during the raffle window on Friday. And we will have the prize draw there and then. And your key will be redeemable by, I think Twitch calls it Whisper, their equivalent of direct message. Or if we know like any of your contact details outside of Twitch, we can send it to you there. I know that Wasteland Bites isn't necessarily on theme with the content for the channel in general, but it's free. So who's going to complain that much? Again, I am just kind of looking for things. Very close to the 7-6 pair here, but unfortunately it's not quite there. I need to scan across rows and columns. See if any pairs emerge from the stuff I've already done. That's 7-6 pair, that's not 7-6 pair because of these 9s. That 7-6 pair doesn't accomplish anything right now. The 3s stop this from anything impaired. This box is too busy for me to pare down anything. No worries, mate. Yeah, not spotting any pairs. There's great. 2-7 pair that isn't a compliment for me. 5. No. Okay, nothing seems to be paired. Hey, welcome. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do another look ahead. So I think this being a 7 would actually do a lot. So if that's 7, that was 2, 5, 7, that being a 6 gives us this as a 5, and this is a 6. becomes 7-9 pair. Deal with that later. Right, so we get the 6 and the 5 there. 7 there, that gives us 9. And what else are we left with? No 5s or 6s here. Definitely not 5 here. What do we have? 2, 3, and 2, 3, 8. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with that. So far, this works. It's just... No, it doesn't. So I've either filled in something wrong, or this just cannot work. Because we're left with nothing that can go here. So let's just undo a little. So I know I was right with the look ahead up till there. So thanks to these two, this has to be a 6. That becomes a 7-9 pair. We make the 7 and the 6 from there, we get 9. 7, 9, we get 6. 2, that is a 7. 7, 6, 9. Yeah, so it can't be this. They also explode each other, so this has to be the other way around, which means this has to be a 6, and then I can start solving down. Yeah, so I think from here everything is going to cascade nicely, or I hope it will. Looking like it so far. Sometimes I mess up just in scanning across. So sometimes the solving down when it's all written in for me already takes a little longer than it should. Yeah, no, so that was the hard. I accidentally did the hard first. So, yeah, go on, let's quickly jump in and do the medium. It should be a bit easier. It says, and then immediately spots nothing free. So our first step is always to go through and use normal Sudoku to see if we can get anything for, well, I say for free, so before we have to start using notes. Just because then we'll have stuff filled in already, which makes the note-taking a little easier. And now we'll cycle through again. We got a couple gimmies. Okay, so using these two ones, we know the ones have to be there, which when which do nothing, which does nothing for us because the left got hit. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not spotting anything else. There's a gimme at the moment. Yeah, now good to move on to the notes. So we'll start this top left box. 1, 2, 3. What's going to go in any of them? 5s can only go in these two. I got 6, 7, 9 can also only go here, which gives us this 4. Do the middle box now. So go here. Don't have much to exclude the 2s. Already got 3, the 4s have to go across the bottom. Not much to exclude the 5s. 6s across the top. Yeah, because this. Oh, we have a 6. There. We get the 6s here. 7, 8. And then the 9s go here. But that does make it 6, and that results in a naked 9. Okay, this one here. Let's carry on with the notes. Yeah, not much restricting this box actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then A9 to click on to make it easy to see them. No. No, nothing to help us with that one. Okay, we'll go to this box. We already have the 1. Not much to exclude the 2s. Three, 4, 5. Already got the 6. That'll fit there. I've got the 8. Unfortunately, the 9s get in the way of us solving anything from this box. Keep going round and do the center left. Just because we don't have anything in the center to help with exclusions. So I've already got the 1. 2s have to be. Oh, no, that just has to be a 2. It's the only thing that's missing from that column. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing to exclude any of the 7s. 8s have to go here. And we already have the 9. So, yeah, again, not much going on there. 1, 2. 3s have to be here. 4s. Okay, I'm looking ahead to see if I can get it to exclude this one, and I've solved a different 4 entirely. So using this 4 and this 4, we know that the 4s go here. Using that one and the fact that it has to go there, on this one, we know that this has to be a 4, which actually gives us that 4. Very round the houses way of getting that, but we got it. Nothing to exclude the 5s in this box though. I say that, but if we scan across here, the 5s have to go there, which then looks back into this box, because the 5s can only go here. 6s have to go there. Not much excluding the 7s. Oh. Never mind, the 7 has to go here, because if we look to complete the row, we're missing the 5 and the 7. The 7 looks down here, so that has to be the 7, which gives us this as a 5. And then for the 8s, We've just got a pair of 8s there. Okay, this box in bottom left. 1s here. Already got 2, 3, 4. Already filled in 5s, or the notes for the 5s, I should say. 6s. 6s have to go across, so 6s kind of go here. And 7s, we are here. 1s, 2, 3. Already done the 4s, so that could solve some earlier. 5, and 6s cover all corners, fortunately. We got 7, the 8s. Okay, gonna have to come back to that in a second. And 9s. Okay, so here, 3 and 8 can only go in these boxes. I don't know why I've only got a 6 there, that seems wrong. I'll go back to that. 3 and 8 can only appear in these two, which means the 6 cannot be there. Oh yeah, that is a 6 then. Yeah, I think I'd just not spotted that was a naked 6. Well done me. What I get for rushing. But using the 1-9 pair here, because the only places, or 1-9 as a pair here means that if this one's a 1, this one has to be a 9, and vice versa, which means the 9 can't go here, and the 1 and the 9 also can't go there, which gives us a 4-6 pair along that column. Was just having a quick scan to see if there was anything else I could do with that, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, so knowing that this is a 1, one of these has to be a 1 coming across here. We know, like, we can do that. We don't have any paired 2s, so we get 2s all there. No effective paired 3s, because we don't have them paired across boxes to do anything, so that means that the 3s can go in all but the central column. 4s, we got them in all corners. 5s, again, no greatly effective pairs, so we cover all that range with it. The 6s, similar pattern. 7 ends up in the center 2. The 8s. Oh, I missed this earlier. This is just the 3, which gives us this 8. That's the 8s here. And 9s have to be in the center column, which seems to somehow leave a naked 3 in that box. We place the last 3, and then from there we can place the last of the 3s. Right, now I'm just having a quick scan through. Oh, there it is. We have a naked 4 there. This is the last of the 4s. 2-5 pair, meaning this has to be a 1, which gives us this one here. So this 2, this 8. We've been left with a naked 6 there. There, giving us this 8, which also gives us the last of the 8s there. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like from here it all just cascades down. It's just a matter of me being able to scan for where the numbers open, but and sometimes I will just press the wrong key. And lastly, this 9. Okay. So there is the medium done, slightly out of order. Thank you. So from there, we'll move on to the Wordle for today. Okay, what should we start with? Because it was mentioned earlier. Okay, so that we know we have a D and an E. I immediately thought of a word I can't have because the B is gone. So, and the R being gone is also interesting. Okay, so if we know that the D is there, well, is it going to be that? The likelihood of the S being after the D is, well, it's just not going to be. But there is a possibility of it being something like this. I think that's more likely. I can do something interesting. Oh, wow. So that was not as helpful as I was hoping, but it does tell me that E is there. So that is what we're working with. It's... Am I being... I was. Okay, that was an interesting one. Feels like bread was not a good one to start with there. Just before we move on to the pips, we're coming up to an ad break. So we will deal with that first, and then we'll get straight into the pips. Hi, welcome back. We're already through the Netflix puzzles for today and the Wordle. So we'll get straight into the pips. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is get my pen ready because we need to look at geometry. So I know for a fact we have to do it like this. Just because the only way we can actually orientate dominoes along here is like that. To get the 3, we actually only have one way of doing it. Actually, only this is with one double to go in the middle, which... Oh, we didn't actually have to rotate any that time. That's nice. Let's increase the tracking. Okay, and again, we start with trying to draw geometry, and then we get no further than that. Fantastic. We only have the one double to work with, which means there's a possibility that this one's also lay flat across the double, but there is still a chance that it's not. Right, what 4s have we got to work with? We only have the 1. No, we don't. But we only have one that fits there because there's only a single blank, which means it can't go into an equals block. If this is 5s, we do have 5-2 to be able to do that. Which leaves us with a 5-3 to go there. Which leaves us needing a 7. Well, a total 7, so we'd need... Oh, less than 7. Okay. Less than 7 into less than 3. And do that. This way. How do I finish this? There I don't. So. let's... Right, how many threes do I have? I need two. So if I try this way. From there. Come on, stop going too far. There we go. I wanted to be a helicopter when I grew up. And then from there, we can put, and that gives the 4. And that would give us greater than 3, so it can't be that. But we can do this. Fantastic. So, between armpits, and now we go for the hard. Oof, that's a lot. Right, how many zeros have we got? We have 5 zeros, and they are all accounted for. 0, 1, which can go there. Now, when I say they're all accounted for, we have 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, and then we have this box where 2 have to equal 0, which means all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides of those dominoes are accounted for in those places. And just because it looks nice and easy to do, which means it's probably wrong, I'm going to try it like this. And from there, we now need to look for what dominoes equal 4. And what dominoes equal 10. So for the 10, looking for 4, 6, we don't have any 6s, or double 5. We also have no doubles, so this doesn't actually work, because that means there's not a domino that can fit there. So that's okay. Oh, one thing it does tell us, I'm going to use a different colour to show that we can't go there, is because all of the zeros are accounted for, we can't put the 0, 2 up this way. I suppose we could have a 0, 1 up there, going across actually. If we do that, we also can't have it go this way, for the same reason. So it would only be able to go in one of them. Yeah, but we know that we don't have anything that equals 10, so that means we have to have... Oh, it's in blue, I don't like that. Used to writing it all in red. I use blue, but it cannot be this. It's already thrown me off. Okay, so we know that much at least. So because we don't have any 6s, the only way to make 10 is with 2 5s. Which means we need a 2 5 there. Like, we don't know that that goes there, so I can remove that now. We don't have a double 4. Do we have 5 3? We do. We have, and we don't have 6 2. So we only have one domino that could possibly go there. We do have 5 4, which can go here. That cannot be that way, but with it being in the centre, there's plenty of different ways that it could be orientated, so we'll have to leave that one for now. To finish making this 10, we need 5 something. What are the 5s we got? We've got 5 4, which can go up but cannot go out. 5 3, same, can go up but can't go out. 5-1 can go right, and we can't use the 5 blank. Don't have a double O, so that cannot be that way. That has to be out that way. So if I'm using 5-4, that'd have to be a 0-4 there. So we'll try it this way. And we end up with, I think we need to rotate that one. Not me. I can't even remember the last time I had a hot cross button, to be honest. Okay, so for this 2, with the current orientation we have to put something like that. We don't have a double, so it cannot be across there. Which leaves us with horizontal outs, or vertical outs. Yeah, it has to be vertical outs. Because can it go that way? Oh no, it can. Yeah, never mind. A lot there that can happen. So I could have 0, 3 there, which would leave me needing a 1 and something to make 6 here. And a 1 and something else to make a 6 here. Do we have 1, 2, 1, 4? We do, so we could theoretically have that. Still have 0, 1 up there. I think this is going to be the only way we can do this. And then we need a 1, 5. We still have 0, 5 to do that. We have a 5, 3 to cover this. What 2s have we got left? The only way I can see this working right now is to get 3s to go in here, but we need 0. Okay, this one's not going to work. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like a plain hot cross bun cut in half, like I'm like doused with good salt, but I do enjoy them. It's just been a long time since I've had one. Okay, so this looks like it is not going to work. Which is fine. We can roll it back. Yeah, so I figured out that these 2 are definite. But there's a couple of ways so that can be 5, 1 that way, and then we need 1 something here. And if we do it that way, we need to do that. Oh no, I don't like the sound of mint chocolate hot cross, but that's no. Ooh. Right, do we have 5-2? We don't have 5-2 because I'm already using it, so it can't be. Why am I looking at that? Oh, fair. I need 5-1 there. There we go. This needs to be a 4, and 4, 5 left. That can't be 4, 5, which means it's going to have to be 4, 1. Which means means I need more ones here. Like the only thing I've got that adds to 4 is that. No, like it's just like I never really think of like especially like mint chocolate as a flavor that you have hot, and hot cross buns should be toasted, right? Like orange chocolate, yeah. Like okay, maybe because you know I've had like Perry's chocolate orange style hot chocolate, which pretty damn good. Just thinking about how I get to this. Again, it looks like I don't have enough ones, which means that can't be right. So that means it's going to have to be 5-4 here. Oh yeah, like, the most heated debates I've ever seen in my life are about inconsequential things, like flavors. But I get it. Now to get 2 is the only way I can do it again, because it's at a different stage. I'm going to draw the lines a bit different. So that ends up being the only way I can get 2, because I don't have a double 1. Which does mean both of these need to contain a 1. Which isn't going to work, because I only have enough 1s to be able to put both of them in the 2s. Right, okay, let's... That actually tells me a little something about the geometry I hadn't figured out yet. So, no, it doesn't, actually. I thought it was going to. But one thing I can say for certain is all of the 1s are going to be covered. Yeah, so all of the 1s are covered in the 2 boxes. All of the 0s are covered by all of the 0 boxes. We don't have anything that equals 10, so I can put a divider across them. Did I have 2, 4? I do. Do I have any? Yeah, I've got one thing that equals 8, one thing that equals 9. Because again, like the only one I know for certain is that is a 5-2, which means that that has to be like that. Which means this has to be a 0-3 or a 0-5. It is the only... it could be a 0-4, because I was thinking about the double 4s again. Okay, so I'm still stumped. I have a single 1-3, which means one of these cannot be done with a single domino. Is there anything else like this? I think 3s have got. Got 4 3s, but only 1 6. Which means, in theory, I could have both of the 3s in the 6, or 2 of the 3s in the 6, and the other 2 in the 8s. wait to watch Ranks release his video on the New York Times Pips later and see him just get this one immediately. Yeah, if you want to watch someone smarter than me solving puzzles like this, like he does the Wordle, he does the Pips, he does the New York Times Sudoku, he does Starstruck, and he also has a series called Sudoku Adventure, which is the 6x6 Sudokus. Well, it's usually 6x6. But it also has lots more weird, freaky logic rules, which I do enjoy watching them solve, but I do not feel brave enough to take any of them on. So I'm going to try something here. If we get 1, 3 here, we need the 0, 1 there. We know that this can't be 0, 1 or 0, 2. Because we don't have the... Like, there's no such thing as a 7-pit domino. Go here, and we don't have any 6s, which means this can't be a 2-6 to make the 8. If we have that, to make 8, it needs to be either 3, 4, or 5. Okay, I already know it can't be this, because the 1 is taken up by one of the 2 boxes. So if I know it can't be that, how else can I make 4? It has to be with 2s or 3s. Oh, I haven't played Professor Layton in so many years. I used to enjoy those. Like, some were straight up, like, just logic puzzles. Sometimes it was clever riddles. I used to quite enjoy it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. Oh, I need to make one more note because I did something wrong. Plus, what? There we go. Yeah, so all the ones are taken up by this singular 1 box and the long boxes that that add up to 2. That's what these notes down here mean. So I can try and remember not to use... Oh, has it already got a cold, has it? Oh, no. Okay, so what am I left with here? That could be 0, 4 or 0, 5 to get to the 8. That can't be that. Oh, wow. It can, however, be 0, 2 there, and that leaves me needing a 2 to come out to make 6. I have 2, 1. I do. So I can do that, because I can't use the 2s in the 8s, 9s, 10s. I can use 5, 3 there. Maybe get 0, 5 there. That could be 0, 3, and then I've got 3, 1 there. Yeah. Okay, do still have a 5-0. I do not, so it cannot be this orientation because I cannot make 10 there. I don't have a 5-0 left. Okay. Do I have a 4-2? Do so I can do that. 5-1 there. I don't have anything that adds up to 8, so I can't do it like that. I do have 1-3. I do have 1-4, even better, and then I still have a 0-4 to go here. I also know that I can't do that. What's that? Which means orientation now has to be there. And none of the zeros are high enough to do that, so it has to be that, and that can't work because I won't have one something twice. Yeah, I'm really struggling with this one. Let's clear everything and reset. So I know that this has to be the 5-2. That is the only definitive I have. Because of the limited amount of ones, I know that. I know that. Same with the zeros. But these are the only things I know for a fact. Because I don't have any doubles. I'm using the blue lines to dictate where lines that a domino can't cross. So, for example, I wouldn't be able to put a domino like that, or any horizontal across there. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be horizontal here. It could, in theory, be vertical there. But I do know that that has to go that way. I can also draw my blue line here. So I know that this needs to be a 5. It can be the 5, 3 or 4 going north. It can be the 5, 1 going this way. Neither of them can be the 5, 0. If none of them can be the 5, 0, I want to suspect this. Which was needing a 3, 1 there. You need 1 something here to either go 1 into something that makes 5 or 1 into something that makes 6. I only have 2 that can work here. Which is the 0-3 and the 0-4. it's the 0, 3, these are going to have to be horizontal. 0, 4, that can be 5, 4. Let's try it with the 0, 4. I can get the 5, 4 here. If that's there, that tells us that the orientation has to be like this. And then it all falls over. So it can't be that. Means that cannot be the 5, 4. We don't have enough 2s for that to be a 2. It also can't be the 5s because we don't have enough. We do have enough 2s actually. Okay, but before I finish following that rabbit hole entirely, the ads are starting. Welcome back. I was about to follow a rabbit hole in pips. So from here, I'm left needing a 1 or 1, 2 here. 0, 2 here. Do I have a 2, 5? I do not. So yeah, it's gonna have to be 1, 2. And then it all falls over because I don't have a 2, 5 left to make the 10 there. So I'm going to try following one last rabbit hole. And then I will call it quits for the day. So again, nothing that equals 10. So known, excuse me, known, known. Then being known, that has to be a 5-2. It is just the only thing that can go in the bottom there. 5-1 there. Like, in this state, we do have enough 2s to go here. So, I could have 2-0. Except I can't, because then I won't be able to fit stuff in here. We will be. Basically, as soon as I finish the stream, we're going to be shooting out. Which is why I've already said I get one more rabbit hole to chase down with Pips, then we move on to the chest stuff, and we might even cut out the telegraph stuff today, just so that we've got a bit of time to get out. But yeah, it's a stream about daily puzzles, so I kind of need to be on as many days as possible. Okay, so if that has to come out here, right, let's start drawing geometry again. This goes here, and we have to have that. That might be because Liverpool's right on the Mersey. It might not be as bad in Chester. We get microclimates because of being at the bottom of the peninsula. Chester's weather is usually a little different from the rest of the peninsula and the places both sides. Little thing I learnt about a few years back when I was working in the centre of town, and it was the middle of April and I got snowed on. Not a light drizzle of snow, heavy snow, ice. Joints were frozen while I was working outside. It was not a fun time. Okay, so what do I have enough of for this bit? Okay, so if I want to enclose this, I can't do it that way, but I can have these two like that. That's going to have to be a 1 something. The only places I can use the 1s, the designated 1s, are 2. The 0s are all used by the stuff that totals 0. So we could have 1 0 there. Let's try that just for simplicity's sake. And then, because we've got no doubles, there's this, which again, it can't be. Oh, this. The lack of double here is the part that keeps tripping. Wait, no, that can be that. I'm looking at it wrong, because this is all self-contained bit, then we can get that. That. Okay, so we do have geometry to work with. Whew, worried myself there. Okay. So this can't be the 0 to 5, because then we run out, because we can't use a 1 there. This has to be 1 something. Got 1 paired with 2, 3, and 4 to match with this 6, which means that'd be 2, 0. Yeah, we can try 2, 0 or 2, 3. I want to try it with 2, 0, and then from there we have 1, 4 here. Which would give us the 1. It has to be 1, 3 here, because we need 5 and something here to make the 4. like this one is spoken for over here. If it's spoken for over there, that would have to be 0, 2, which I've used here. So I'm going to do that and just take away that. But I can't because of that, so we'll switch that. Gives us this, and then I need another 3 here. I do have the 3 zeros, so that this is looking a little better. I do have the 0, 5 for making it 10. What 0? 0, 4. I do have enough 3s left for this to potentially be that, so I think this last rabbit hole is going to be the one that does it, thankfully. This way I need 3, 2. Then I need 4, 2, and oh, would you look at that? Took me a little longer than the last couple of attempts, but I got it on what I said was going to be my last shot at it. Very happy with that. Brilliant. So from there, we're going to jump into the chess puzzles, and they are going to be the last ones of today, I think. So we'll start with today's daily. I know we had some bonus ones yesterday, but that's because I didn't stream all weekend. Okay, so capture hard pass is the only clue we have for what the goal is. Oh, I think I can see mate, that's why. We can just use bishop here. Oh, it's not quite mate. That's not mate at all. But it was still the right move. Now, if I try to take here, the pawn can take. If I push the pawn, king can take, and then I can get that. But still lose to there, whilst leaving the bishop hanging. Hard pass. Oh, is it about trying to get a pass pawn? Oh, okay, not like that then. Go on, what's the hint? Oh, right. This is using a move called en passant. So, oh, wrong one. Yeah, let's refresh it. So, en passant. So, because that has moved for the first time, this pawn can actually take behind it diagonally, which gets you en passant discovered checkmate, because now the king has got nowhere to run, because this square is guarded by this pawn, this square is still in check by the bishop, and here is guarded by the rook. En passant discovered things can be very hard to spot, so I don't feel bad about needing a hint for that one. But there is today's daily solved. Again, my little button is not working. Picks and chooses. Alright, so after that, we'll move on to the more general puzzles. I always go for the daily 3. After that, we go until the streak ends. So give it a second to load, and we'll go for the first one. Okay. White to move, looking for mate. Okay, I can see one that takes a couple of steps. But if we go there, then here. Yeah, so I'll roll that back. So they're trying to like create a passport so that they can like run and turn their pawn into a queen. But here, when we put them under check, like technically, the rook can just take here. But the way you can guard from other pieces being taken is to have the king under threat of check. So the moment you've got them checked, they have to do something to stop themselves being in check. And then from there, and back rank mate. White to move, looking for mate. Okay, so this one looks like a basic rook mate. So we go over here, and then with the rook here, this entire row is guarded, so it can't move along there. It can't move here, because the rook would be looking at it. Here is guarded by that knight, and here is guarded by this pawn. So that was 2 chess puzzles. Right, black to move, looking for mate. I think this is just a straight cut across the queen. We land here, king's under check, and it can't escape here because of this rook. Did not see that coming. But no, we can just move here to land the mate now, because again, guarded by the rook. So there's daily 3. We'll carry on until the streak ends, and as soon as this, or until the streak ends, or until we get too close to an ad break, and then I call it and roll credits. White to move, looking for mate. We could just get a nice little back rank mate here, because there's nowhere for the king to move, because it goes here, it runs straight into the pawn. White to move, looking for mate. I think it's just there. Like, for a second I was thinking, wait, do I just run the pawn? Looking to make a new queen, but they can chase me out. But if I just move the queen here, it's not under threat from anything, and it leaves nowhere for the king to escape. White to move, looking for mate again. Ooh, I'm having trouble seeing this one, so the streak might end here. Well, I know I can get check there. Yeah. But it's definitely a queen. Okay. Not taking the pawn. Oh. No, I'm going to call this one a loss, because I don't see it. Right, it's because I'm so used to looking for protected squares. Like, that is just a square that's just not under threat at all. But yeah, that is... I'm going to call that one a loss, because I didn't see it. Which is actually the end of the streak. So I guess we'll be calling it here. Like, thanks very much for everyone who turned up. Don't forget that on Friday's stream, we will be hosting the giveaway for Wasteland Bites. Hopefully you can all join us then for that. And one of my lucky followers who enters will be walking away with a Steam code. So, thanks very much everyone. Guess it's time to roll credits.